Hello, my name is Kara, and today's mini lesson will be on autism spectrum disorder. Today's lesson objectives are prior knowledge, meeting Julia, what is autism spectrum disorder, behaviors and traits, spectrum scale, connections, affecting academic achievement, 5 ways a teacher can help, laws and autism, fast facts, and then finally, the lesson wrap-up. For prior knowledge, I would like you to think about any prior knowledge you have about autism spectrum disorder. Maybe you or someone you know has this disorder. How does it affect their everyday life? And how does it affect their ability to learn? Meeting Julia. Julia is a character on Sesame Street and she has autism. In this video, see if you can identify what makes Julia different from her friends Elmo and Abby.
Who's your friend? Oh, hi, Abby. This is Julia. Julia, this is Abby. Hi, Julia. It's nice to meet you. Hey, Julia, can I play with you? Elmo, your friend doesn't like me. No, Abby. Elmo doesn't think that's true. Julia sometimes does things differently because Julia has autism. Right, Julia? Elmo thinks Abby can ask Julia to play again. Abby could use fewer words and wait a little bit. That usually works for Elmo. Oh, got it. Can I play? Play with Abby and Elmo. Play Spy. Oh, I love the game I Spy. Elmo does too. Let's play. Elmo spies with Elmo's little eye a tiny red feather. Oh, I know where to look. Out here. Or over there. Red, 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 red. Oh, Julia found the red feather so fast. Wow, Julia, you're amazing. Julia, you're always winning I Spy. Play Spy, come. On my way. I'm flapping as fast as I can. Woohoo!
After seeing this video, based on your prior knowledge, what identifies Julia as autistic? So what is autism spectrum disorder? Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, refers to a range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech and nonverbal communication, as well as by unique strengths and differences. Behaviors and traits of autism: social challenges, communication difficulties, repetitive behaviors, and other challenges. Social challenges. Most children who develop autism have difficulty engaging in the give and take of everyday human interactions. Some symptoms are failure to respond to their names and reduced interest in people. Communication difficulties. Children may speak only single words or repeat the same phrase over and over. Another common difficulty is the inability to understand body language, tone of voice, and expressions that aren't meant to be taken literally. Repetitive behaviors. Unusual repetitive behaviors and/or a tendency to engage in a restricted range of activities. Some of those behaviors are hand flapping, rocking, jumping and twirling, arranging and rearranging objects, and repeating sounds, words, or phrases. Other challenges are characterized by noise sensitivity, sleeping issues, mood instability, and sensory issues. Autism Spectrum Disorder Scale. The chart below shows how autism can be divided into 3 levels. Level 1, high functioning autism, Level 2, autism, and Level 3, severe autism. The autism spectrum disorder scale, as you notice, looks like a rainbow. That is because autism is classified as a spectrum condition because there is a huge amount of diversity among people who are autistic, such as a rainbow, how the colors fade in between each other, just as symptoms can blend in between high functioning autism, regular autism, and then severe autism. Connections. Now that you know the definition of autism and the behaviors and traits, think back to that video of Julia. What symptoms did she display, and what were some of her strengths? How can autism affect a student's academic achievement? Children with autism spectrum disorder can, as learned in the previous slides, struggle with focus, attention, transitions, organization, memory, time management, emotional control, and frustration. We use these high-level abilities to help us do lots of daily tasks, like working cooperatively with others and prioritizing things one needs to do. For example, while solving a math problem, the child may not know his facts well, but might not be able to come up with the solution. This is because he can't organize his ideas or put all the information together to solve the problem. Five things a teacher can do to help a student with autism. Number 1, connect with the parents. Connecting with the parents is extremely important. The parents, other than you, are people who the child will spend the most amount of time with. Learning how that child is at home will greatly help you in the classroom. 2, know the child's strengths and then understand their weaknesses. Every child has strengths. If you observe them closely, you'll be able to help that child learn better and improve on their weaknesses. 3, understand how they learn. Knowing how they learn can greatly help them in the classroom. Many students with autism learn visually. 4, ask for additional help. Being able to get help from other professionals in your class and school can greatly help that one student. 5, have a behavioral plan in place. Individuals with autism get overwhelmed quickly, and it's something called sensory overload, as discussed in the previous slides. It's important to help them have a behavior plan in place so if they get overwhelmed, they have an easy and quick way to relax. Laws and autism. These laws listed below not only benefit autism, but many disabilities. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvements Act of 2004, Americans with Disability Act, or ADA, the Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, and the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974. All of these laws helped children with autism get the care and education they need. Some fast facts. An estimated 1 out of 42 boys and 1 in 189 girls are diagnosed with autism in the United States. Autism spectrum disorder is estimated to affect more than 3 million individuals in the U.S. Approximately 100 individuals are diagnosed every day with autism in the United States. While there is no medical detection or known cure for autism, or known cause for autism, thousands of children have shown significant improvement resulting from early diagnosis and the use of effective interventions. Lesson wrap-up. Now that you know a little more about autism, think back to that video of Julia. What if it was you meeting Julia for the first time? What if she was a new student in your class? What would you do? How would you make Julia feel comfortable and welcome? And my references, the main source I used was autismspeaks.org. They had extremely helpful ways of coping with autism and, as a future educator, helping a child with autism learn better. And that is the end of our mini lesson. Thank you.